The story of ancient Egypt is one of the most fascinating in history. It spans thousands of years, full of powerful pharaohs, towering pyramids, mysterious gods, and a civilization that influenced the world long after it fell. But how did it all begin? And what made Egypt one of the greatest ancient civilizations? Egypt's story starts around 3100 BCE when a ruler named Narmer, sometimes called Menes, united Upper and Lower Egypt into a single kingdom. This was the start of the Old Kingdom, a time when the foundations of Egyptian civilization were laid. The Nile River played a huge role in this. Its predictable floods provided fertile land for farming, allowing cities to grow and trade to flourish. It was during this period that Egypt became famous for something that still amazes us today: the pyramids. The most famous of them, the Great Pyramid of Giza, was built for Pharaoh Khufu. Imagine the effort: thousands of workers, years of construction, and all without modern tools. These massive structures weren't just tombs. They were statements of power and a gateway to the afterlife, reflecting the Egyptians' strong belief in life after death. Around 2000 BCE, Egypt went through some tough times, with weak rulers and internal struggles. But then came the Middle Kingdom, a period of stability and expansion. Pharaohs focused less on building massive pyramids and more on making life better for the people. Drainage projects improved farmland, and trade with neighboring regions increased. This was also a golden age for art and literature. But trouble was brewing. Around 1650 BCE, a mysterious group called the Hyksos, probably from the Levant, took control of northern Egypt. They introduced new military technology, like chariots and better bows, which the Egyptians later adopted. After about a century, Egyptian rulers from the south, like Ahmose I, fought back and reclaimed their land, marking the beginning of Egypt's most powerful era. The New Kingdom, 1550 to 1070 BCE, was Egypt's golden age. This was when Egypt truly became an empire, expanding into Nubia and the Levant. Pharaohs like Thutmose III, Ramses II, and Hatshepsut, one of the few female pharaohs, ruled with power and ambition. One of the most fascinating rulers of this time was Akhenaten, who tried to change Egypt's religion by worshipping just one god, Aten, the sun disk. This radical move was unpopular, and after his death, Egypt quickly returned to its old ways. His son, Tutankhamun, King Tut, is famous today because of his nearly intact tomb, discovered in 1922. While he wasn't a major ruler, his tomb's treasures have fascinated the world ever since. Ramses II, often called Ramses the Great, was another standout. He ruled for 66 years, built massive temples, and fought one of the most famous battles in history, the Battle of Kadesh against the Hittites. While it ended in a stalemate, it led to one of the first known peace treaties. After the New Kingdom, Egypt's power started to wane. Internal struggles, invasions, and weak rulers made it vulnerable. The powerful Assyrians and later the Persians took control, but Egypt kept its unique culture alive. Then, in 332 BCE, a young Macedonian general named Alexander the Great arrived. He conquered Egypt with little resistance and was welcomed as a liberator. After his death, his general Ptolemy took over, starting the Ptolemaic dynasty. The most famous ruler of this period was Cleopatra VII, known for her intelligence, political skill, and relationships with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. Despite her efforts, Egypt eventually fell to Rome in 30 BCE, marking the end of its ancient civilization. Even though ancient Egypt faded, its influence never disappeared. Its art, architecture, religious beliefs, and innovations inspired future civilizations. The pyramids still stand as a testament to their engineering skills, and hieroglyphs, once a mystery, have given us incredible insight into their world. So, while pharaohs no longer rule and the gods of Ra and Osiris are no longer worshipped, the echoes of ancient Egypt remain, reminding us of one of history's greatest civilizations. If you enjoyed this deep dive into history, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. What fascinates you most about the Egyptians? And what ancient civilization should we explore next? Stay tuned for more history, and thanks for being part of the journey.